Alright guys, welcome to Over the Top. I hope you guys are having a great day. I know I've been having a pretty good day. It's Chris here. What I'm doing today is I grabbed all my most of my finds and junk that's been in the back of my truck. A lot of the stuff I've thrown away, but most of it I've kept. I keep all the aluminum and everything, and I'll separate it all. And I'll separate all the things I want to do the electrolysis on. And then I'll just go over a few more things. So this is probably going to take me a couple of hours. So sit tight, and I'll be back with the 2017 roundup. There might be a chance I might get out again, though. I actually got a little warm today, so I got to check the weather forecast, and I might be able to actually get out one or two more times. So anyway, let's get this going and see you guys in a little bit. I'm just going to record a bit of it, probably put it on a quick run through, but probably take me too long and too much data to film it all, so bear with me. Alright, I think you guys have seen enough. I think you get the picture. I'm going to be here a long time, so I will shut the camera down and I will see you guys very shortly. Okay guys, so I think I got everything pretty much set up here. I'm much dirtier. None of this stuff has been cleaned at this point. I'm in just the process. I'll be starting to clean throughout the winter. So another reason for the to get the electrolysis going. So anyway, we'll go over the year. You know, I got a late start. I probably only hunted about the last 7 weeks. So I didn't get a whole year in. I probably know for sure I could have got a lot more. Knowing going this into next year, I will probably for sure put out a bigger table. Quite a lot of the stuff I had to take off the table. I mean, there just wasn't enough room, and it's actually a bit overcrowded as it is right now. So what I'm going to do... Eventually, what I'm going to do, I'll just take the camera out and I'll go over it with you. I did pretty good on the silver. Probably one of my better years I've done on silver. There's not a lot of silver around our area. It's hard to find. A lot of areas have been torn up and are paved over, and I got to travel a little bit to get anything. So other than that, pretty good. I got a lot of bucket listers this year. I got my large cent that I never got before. I got a U.S. war nickel. I got a mini ball, a round ball. I'm sure there's a few more that I'm not thinking of. There was a lot of bucket list items that I did get, though. I did get some nice gold rings, not a lot. I've got more rings in a year, but still pretty good. I dug a lot of pull tabs to get that. There's a hefty bucket next to me just right full of them, so definitely a lot of those. A lot of car parts, I pretty much found those all in one same area. It was a dig that I did on a video. It was a permission, and it just turned out to be a junkyard. It was absolutely terrible. But anyway, I got some neat things out of there anyway. Kind of cool to look at. I might clean some of them up possibly, and go from there. I have a few items that did get damaged. A few items I have no idea what they are. They piqued my interest. That's why they're on the table. So we'll go over that. There's a few others I just need to clean really, really well to even find out more details on them, or what they are, where they came from. Things like that. But anyway, we'll go over that shortly when we get into the table. So anyway, once again, you guys have been awesome. Thanks for being there for me, supporting me, helping me out. The comments are great. If some of them are informative, I make mistakes. Everyone does, and you guys point them out, which is awesome. So I do like to learn from my mistakes, and I will, carry on going forward. Again, hopefully throughout the year I can hopefully things work out for me, and I can improve some of the issues that I do have, like audio and some improvements with cameras and stuff like that. So yeah, thanks guys. Just remember, if you're just share the videos whenever you get a chance. Just hit the button, share it on your Facebook or whatever, just pass it around. That'd be fantastic. That'd help me out quite a bit. And so yeah, I guess let's not waste any more time. Let's move on to the table. And I'll just bring you over here. You guys come over, take a look, and we will see what I managed to get in a short 7 weeks. Like I said, there's about 3 pails of trash next to me right now, and I threw out quite a bit. I usually keep all my trash, but I'll get to that in a minute. So let's get you over here. Come on over. Let's take a look. Okay, so what we'll do is just start over here at the bottom end items. Just a number of you know, old cars, spoons, things like that. I've dug out over here. There's a couple of nice pocket knives. There's that big long knife I found buried out in the middle of nowhere. Some belt buckles here. I got this one here was actually attached to an entire belt, and I was trying to pull the whole thing out, and that broke off, but the belt was so far buried I wasn't even going to bother. These here are just all modern belt buckles there. There's nothing special there. I do like the pocket knives. Ooh, almost lost. I got 3 of them here, so I like's not the best right here. So this one, I can't remember where I found them all, but I like that one. This one here is pretty cool. I was looking at this one, and you know, I had one very similar to this as a kid. And you know, growing up in the area where I found it, I just can't help to think, like, how much of this stuff did I possibly lose when I was a kid? So anyway, yeah, I got a piece of a knife blade there. Here's a lot of old toy cars. Of course, everyone gets those. This one here is by far, I think, my favorite. It's probably a piece of attached to a tractor on the back, like a wagon kind of thing. But it's all steel, the whole construction. So I get steel wheels. Yeah, that's a good oldie. That one's quite nice. Okay, so again, there's miscellaneous car parts here. I got you know, I guess that's a distributor of some sort, an older one. I got you know, all these are headlight mounts. About 3 or 4 oil caps, gas caps, things like that. Some old ones. Let's see, I had a neat one there I wanted to show you. Anyway, maybe I'll see it in a minute and I'll get back to it. Just things like this, like aluminum, I guess, motorcycle handles. Nice old, you know, car door handles. I think the oldest one, I'm not sure if this is a door handle from like an old car or if this is like a window crank. I'm not sure. I kind of found it in an area that could have been a wrecking area for cars and could have been from a house site. I'm not sure. I just finding a mix of everything in there, so it was hard to tell. So yeah, if anyone knows if that was a window crank or if that's a door from a car that you're aware of, you know, go ahead and let me know down in the comments. I'm going to be asking for a few of those throughout this. Here's that neat one actually I was thinking of. This one here, it's kind of a nice old, I guess it would have been like a side mirror maybe for a motorcycle. And yeah, it was kind of a nice one. Anyway, an old tin. I guess that's like probably an old Altoids tin or something that's just rusted out. Not too sure why I left it there. A couple of old glasses pieces. There's some broken fancy glasses there. Some rims, a couple of handles. That's about it for that. The local drug paraphernalia. Oh, there's your light there. So I got 2 of the old grinders there. The botanist tools, I guess you'd call them. And just an old, I guess, pipe, I guess, for smoking, whatever. A bunch of keys, a whole myriad of keys here, of course. You know, no shortage of keys. There's just some iron stuff I have over here. This is just stuff that's piqued my interest that I want to put through the machine there to clean them up a little bit. I think this is a piece of an old pot. Some old miscellaneous shackles, miscellaneous horseshoes. This is really, really fragile. I believe it to be a cigar case. It's made of aluminum or some sort of metal, but it's falling apart. It's very, very fragile, so I can't even attempt to clean it. I just know it'll fall apart. Tent pegs, lots of those. Most of these over here, like the plastic ones, there was actually grommets attached to them. That's how I ended up finding them. Just some wire, copper wire. Just some melted aluminum. There's a reason for that. It's on the table. An old big heavy lock. This one here was really neat. I found this at the old mill that burned down years ago. Jesus, light's terrible. I can't get out of it. Anyway, so yeah, this is actually I should have cleaned it. There's markings on it. I don't know if I can get in some good light here. But anyway, I believe it's from a scale for weighing probably the grain and stuff like that. So yeah, that's a cool piece. I like that one. That one's nice. Let's see. Here's some, you know, just hold on a second. I'm going to move around here and shift some things around, see if I can improve this light a little bit. Just give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Okay, that may or may not be better, I'm not sure. Anyway, hopefully that works a little better. So yeah, I just got some, like some copper plates, you know, things like this. I just want to clean up a little better, see if there's any writing on them. This is a neat bottle I found. I really, really like this bottle. It, Jersey Company, I believe it says, Jersey Cream Company, Toronto, Ontario. Now what's really cool about this bottle is this company, I believe, closed down in the 30s. Sometime in the 30s, anyway, from the research I can get. And I went online, and I could not find this particular shaped green bottle. I found some smooth green ones, but this is the only one that I've seen. I couldn't find one on the internet. So if anyone from the Toronto area knows anything about this, let me know. I like that bottle. That's pretty cool. Just a bit of history there. So yep, some more iron pieces here. This piece here intrigues me. It's a big, heavy, melted. It's heavy. Yeah, I don't believe it's lead. But what interests me more is there's a lot of copper staining coming out the bottom. So I don't know if maybe this is like an old hoard of money, like some silver or something that had melted. So I really want to clean this up and see if there's anything in there that I might be able to see on the outside or at the bottom. But anyway, yeah, that one really interests me. It's heavy. It's not rusted. And it's been down there for a long time. And I really do, that copper coming through was really interesting to me. You know, I wasn't sure what this is. Now I think I might know what it is, actually. Might be a piece to a car. But anyway, I'm going to throw it to the electrolysis. These two pieces here, these are neat. These are, they're like, I think they're like some sort of nameplate. I found that one at an old church. I believe that's where I found this one. And that's kind of neat. I got to clean that one up and see what it is. I got this plate here. It would have been like, I guess, football probably shape. But it's either a 6, or sorry, a 9 or a 6. And it's made of aluminum, so it's probably not that old, but still kind of a neat find. I like finding anything with any numbers or writing on it, because it gives you something to look up a little bit. Just some interesting odds and ends. Like, that could just be a nail. I'm pretty sure it is. But see if I can clean it up and get anything off it. Just probably, again, a nail, just the way it's shaped. I just want to check it out. I like this one here. It's got a weird end on it. Could just be a normal nail, but it just could be the resting. But again, just one of those things that I held on to. This is another neat piece. It was probably either to a mirror, like a hand mirror, or some decorative piece. I found that, again, in that burned out mill area. So it's pretty mangled and burned up. I mean, really, when I'm done doing this, I stink of smoke, just and still in the air. Like, it's just terrible. So anyway, I'll come around here. I'm trying to move the camera around too much. I got some projects I'm also working on in the background I don't want to give away. But anyway, let's start here. I got, this is definitely a piece of an old clock, I believe. There are some gears in there. There's like, it looks like a winding here. And then you can see the gears are in here. So it's some sort of winding device. I'm not too sure exactly what it is, but it's pretty dirty and beat up. Again, I'm pretty sure these are old clock pieces. Here, this one's got a gear in it here. So anyway, those are kind of neat. Over here, this is a neat one too I found. It's like a brass, I guess a wraparound bracelet or something with a nice pattern on it. I like that one. Can't remember where I found that. It might have been down at the conservation area, I'm not sure. Myriad of different watch pieces, a couple over here. I like, you know, piece them together out of different holes, which is kind of neat. An old chain that's all beat up. A couple watches, all modern. These here, watch here. Anchor. I don't think I made it to a video. It was a anchor with a rope on it. I don't know if it's pewter or something. And then I got this one. I didn't realize it at first, but I mentioned in a video that I found this and I thought I had a pocket watch back. I didn't realize that it belonged to this. So I'm not too sure if that was like a stopwatch because of the winding in here. I don't know if you can see that or not. Because I don't think that would have been a watch. It must have been like a stop or a counter or something. But interesting, yeah, no, just solid backs. So I'm not too sure if there was another piece to it. If there was, I did not find it. I like this one. That was that Chicago, Illinois with the penny in it. Kind of like that one. It spins around. It's all kind of cleaned up this one because I wanted to spin it around. There we go. It's definitely not a real penny. It's pretty thick. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, another old, probably like a dog chain or something here. Old piping, copper, I'll get into that in a minute. Oh, I just kicked down everything I was working on. Okay. So, turn that down. Okay. So now we'll get into the coins and whatnot. There's just an aluminum, oops, too dark. Just an aluminum bracelet there. I got this charm bracelet at an old church site with the different Indian themes, a casket or something, some sarcophagus or something on it. I got these two here. These are kind of very similar. They're a little different. One's a little nicer than the other. I'm not too sure. Maybe the plating's better. But I actually have a third one of these. These two I found this year. They're not the conservation area. And I actually have another one that I had found in there. So that's three I pulled out of that same area. And it was right in the same area. And then over here I go into my silver coins pretty much. A whole myriad of dimes from up. They go, where's my finger here? They go from older down to, sorry, newest down to older. So I got all the King George down at the bottom, and that's actually a quarter up here. So there's another dime. That's a more modern one. That's got the modern queen on it there. Jeez, that glare's terrible. Anyway, these are the quarters here. I got a bunch of quarters this year. That was fantastic. And there they go down to the older ones down here. And there's the oldest quarter. Let's see if I can get that glare away a little bit here. We couldn't get a date off it. It's just too far worn. But because of the king on the back, I don't know if you guys can make that out or not. We're pretty sure it's pre-18 or pre-1900, sorry. And yeah, here's a couple more bucket listers. I actually got two. There might have been a third. I have to go looking for it. They're the 2-leaf pennies. Sorry, they're not complete cleaned yet. But yeah, this is the first time I found any of those. So that was another nice one. There's the 42 war nickel that I found. Here's the 1 cent pieces here. I got a 1920, a 1910, and a 1916. I believe this one was found at the conservation area. These two were found down at another location. And yeah, just a couple other odds and ends here. This thing here, I got some miscellaneous jewelry over here. That might be silver, I believe. This I'm still not sure about. It's just a Playboy pendant, but it's not rusted or flaked or anything. So it might be silver plated. And then this here as well, I'm not sure. That might be silver. This is a neat one here. I'm not too sure. I don't know if you guys can see this or not, or how well you can see it. So I can brighten this up a little bit. Alright, so yeah, it's got like a weird pattern on it. I'm trying to get some good light here. Brighten it up as much as I can. So anyway, it's got a neat pattern on it. I can't make out what it is. It's pretty thick. It seems to be solid, whatever it is. So I might have to put that in electrolysis. I'm just afraid it might damage whatever it is. But anyway, yeah, that's another neat one there. Of course, my wonderful marbles. No, that's another bucket list. Well, not really a bucket lister, but I never found any actual marbles. So if you hear some clicking, it's me messing with the camera. Here's the 3 rings I got this year. There's just a plain wedding band. And then this one here. This is a nice one here. This has got that nice stone in it with the 2 diamonds. So that's a nice one. I believe that one was 10 carat. This one here is not marked the carat, but it is, I'm thinking it's got to be at least 24 carat just because of the color and how soft it is. I did take a scraping from the back, and it is solid. So it definitely is real. It's not a fake ring. So that's a nice one. Number of silver there I got 4. This one here, right here, this was, focus in on here. I thought it was a fake ring because I saw the gold plating was flaking. Well, it actually turns out that it's silver gold plated. So it's actually solid silver and plated in gold. This turns out to be a rare tie clip. It's that's marked silver on the inside. I can't remember the name of it, but I looked it up and they are pretty rare. So actually they're worth quite a bit. I think this one maybe not because it's scratched up, but they were going for like 40, 50 bucks online. And then just a whole myriad of junk rings. These two here had me stumped for a little bit. That one, yeah, pretty fake. Okay, then I go over here. I got just miscellaneous coins. I got Netherlands. I got a dinar here and some other large currency coin. I believe that was Mexican. I think I have 2 Mexican coins. There's one here as well. This is pence, 2 pence. I had a half penny from 1972. I just couldn't find it from England, so that was kind of neat. I believe they stopped making them in 72. And yeah, there's a few from the Netherlands. I'm not too sure this was Japan or China. I'm not sure. I can't remember actually. I looked it up, but I forgot what it was. Let's see. So yeah, I got a lot of nice buckles and stuff. These ones here are pretty modern. Like these here, they're hollow back. Same as these 2 here, they're hollow back. But I get into these ones. These when you get into older now. These are much older buckles here. Like this one here. I believe that's probably a shoe buckle. And just some probably horse tack or something there. And another one here. This is brass. It's like a chain link, but it's not. So I'm thinking it might have been some sort of with something. I'm not too sure. But anyway, this is a nice old one here. Probably horse tack again. Let's see. This piece here. This is kind of neat. I found that at the conservation area. It's got a neat decorative pattern on it. It's just a piece of copper or brass or something. But I have no idea what it would have been. Jesus, light's terrible. I need more lights too. That's another thing I need to work on if I'm shooting down in here. This is kind of neat. It's a helical. Is that a word? Anyway, I don't know if it would have been an earring or something, or it's just kind of weird. It's you know, 2 bald ends at the end, and then it goes down. Anyway, I'm not too sure that. Another one here. This is a neat plate I found. Can't remember if I looked that one up though. It's Lavender Company or something, but it's got a patent date of like 1905 on it, and that thing was deep. I don't know how I found it. It was like 1.5 feet, almost 2 feet down. Okay, so over here we just got you know, just a metal thing and a couple miscellaneous tags. This thing here, I've seen these in a few metal detector guys have found them, and I have no idea what they are. Does anyone know what these things are? Because I have no clue. I've seen a few people have them, and I don't know what they are. Anyway, this one I'm not sure. This one intrigues me as well. It's kind of interesting. It's just like got a hole in here, like a post with decorative things on it. I'm not too sure if that would have been. I don't know what that would have been. A top piece maybe to a clock or something. But anyway, I like that one. That one's got me interested as well. And then some nice. Got a couple of nice buttons here. I got that one there. I don't know if it's what it is. And I got this one here. I like that one. That's the crown on it. Whoops. Sorry, this camera is heavy. I should have taken the extra battery pack out before I did this. And yeah, nice gilding still on. I'm not too sure the age of that. Could have been modern. I'm not sure. But yeah, just a whole myriad of just miscellaneous buttons. That one's kind of neat. Another anchor and rope. Some old flat buttons there, and some modern ones, and just different buttons in general. We got a whole myriad of you know, rounds that are going on there, shotgun shells, things like that. I got a couple of Zippo lighter here, got that lighter there, and then a whole myriad of dog tags. All right, then yeah, I got a bunch of toy guns there. Let me zoom out a little bit here. It's pretty RDM. So yeah, just a bunch of different guns. This nice little little tiny one here. I like that one. That was kind of cool. Real small. Probably the only intact one I got actually. This one here was kind of intact. I think it was, or this one up here. Sorry, with the barrel that broke off. And then it looks like a BB gun kind of toy side, or I can't remember what it said on it. I read it on there yesterday. What is it? Texas Ranger would have been the trigger guard piece, I guess. And I got some, I got a little cowbell here, kind of works. And then where'd it go? I had another bell. Maybe I showed you that one already. Oh no, here it is. A brass bell here. Looks like I kind of whacked that one with a shovel when I was getting it out, I guess. Found that again at one of the burned out sites. Here's another one. Someone thought it might have been a hubcap, but like from an old car, but I don't believe it is. It for me, they're really, really flimsy and fragile. They're like almost like folded over muffin tins or something. I'm not sure. Anyway, it's got me so puzzled. It's definitely folded over, whatever it is. It's just now it's folded into this clamshell shape. It's kind of interesting. Anyway, that's that. Let's see, locks, lots of locks. A couple spark plugs there. Just trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to really get into. Just some nice little hooks here. I got two, a smaller one, and then this larger one here. Where's the other one go? Yeah, these two here. Just set them up. So yeah, I like these. These are nice. These got some good age to them. This one's like doubled construction, and then folded under with the hook. So yeah, this one I don't know if it's more modern, but just rusted out more. But again, pretty nice. I like those. Those are kind of neat. I got an old lantern. A lot of relics. I was surprised how many relics I got. I wasn't expecting that many. But I like this might have been a part to like a lamp, like a fixture top or something. You can see the bottom there, and it's made of copper or brass or something. So yeah, that's about it. Just let me put the camera back up there, and we'll definitely go on a little bit more. So yeah, quite a bit of stuff, and like I said, there's 3 buckets of trash and pull tabs and other miscellaneous items I couldn't even fit on the table. Did I mention the bullet? I don't know. Yeah, there's that Minet ball I found. I'll see if I get a better look at it here. So this was kind of neat. I actually have the other piece, but there's the back, and you can definitely see the 3 rings in there. Now, I guess whatever it hit, the tip of the bullet was actually wedged into that hole. And when I cleaned it out, the tip of the bullet actually, so I actually have the tip to this bullet. So I guess the tip got pushed in. So it must have been a dead-on smack hit to mushroom like that. So that was kind of cool that the other piece was still in it. I thought that was kind of neat. And, oh yeah, this little badge there, kid's toy police badge. I guess that probably went with the guns. Oh yeah, I've missed a whole bunch of stuff. A harmonica reed here. That's I only found one this year. I usually get a couple of them, but that was the only one I managed to pull out this year, and that was at the home site down at the conservation area. And I have another piece here that really interests me. Oh, where'd it go? It's a big lead piece or something. Where'd it go? Oh, shoot. Just give me a sec here. I gotta find this one because really, oh, shoot. My kid was down here playing with everything, so I don't know where it went. Oh, anyway, it was a nice little heavy brass piece or something. And I didn't know what it was, and it really had me interested. Oh, I really wanted to find it. Oh, here's a neat one. That's like I guess like a drawer handle. It's funny, I can keep going over this every time, and I'll find something else. There's just so much here. Jeez, I really wanted to show you that piece. Okay, I guess I'll have to forego it. But it was a really nice heavy item, and it had a pattern in it, but it was melted. Oh shoot! I really wanted to show you guys that. All right, well maybe I'll just shut the camera off real quick here, and I'll go through it real fast. And if I'll find it, I'll just turn it on real quick before we go have another seat. Okay, hold on a sec. Okay, I found it. There was actually 2 of them. There's this one here, and it's heavy. Like, I don't know if it's got to be lead or something. But if you have let's see if I can brighten this up so you guys can see it a little better. That might be too bright, but we'll try it. So as you can see, there's definitely something in there. Like you look in here. Like, I don't know if it was like an old fixture from something, but it's like lead, and it's all mangled up and bent and melted. But let me tell you, it's got some weight to it. Interesting, very interesting. I'd like to know what that is, but it's kind of hard to get anything off of it. Like each piece in itself, you can tell is something, but it's too mangled to tell what it is. And one other one, same kind of thing. It's lead for sure. You can tell by the whiting on it. And I think I showed this in a video. It's kind of like rounded, but it's got this neat shape to it, and definitely sheared off again. It bent over on the sides. There's just another piece I thought was interesting. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and we'll just set the camera back up there, and just give me 1 sec again. Okay, so just a couple things. So a lot of the like I keep everything pretty much. I mean, there's some situations where I'm out and I'll just throw it in a dumpster or something, because I'm just carrying too much. I'm not near my truck, and I'm overweight. Sometimes I'll just throw out some of my trash, but for the most part, I keep all of it. A lot of the copper items that aren't anything, like you can find old pieces of wire, whatever, I will melt down in my. I built a furnace there last year, and I'll melt them into copper little muffin tin cakes. These are heavy. But yeah, I have several of these. They're all out in the shed. I think actually I put them into my larger crucible. So I think I was going to melt them down another time. I'm not 100% sure, but I got a whole pail of copper, and they're probably mixed in there somewhere. Again, I do the same thing with the aluminum cans. Any aluminum, like those tent pegs, all the aluminum pull tabs, and I got lots of those. Any aluminum pieces, again, I'll do the same thing. So I got a number of aluminum pucks here. These are super light. You compare these to the aluminum, or sorry, to the copper ones. These things are super light. But anyway, yeah, different size muffin tins, because I haven't found a good thing to put these in, unless I actually get a mold. I might get like a bigger, but most of the steel tins I get, they just, it sticks to it, and then I end up having to rip the tin apart, so it costs me more to make them than to get money out of them, so I'm working on that. So anyway, yeah, that's what I do with the miscellaneous stuff that is no good. Junk, basically. I mean, you probably don't have to melt it down. You just probably take it to your whatever scrap dealer you're dealing with. I'll do the same thing with all the iron pieces that are no good. I'll bring them into the scrap yard and get money for that. So there's always like a return on a lot of the stuff, your garbage. So not a bad idea to hold on to it. Another big thing I do is even going through my trash. You know, I didn't find any pop-out items on me this year on things that I, put off as junk and threw in my pouch. But I know 1 year, it was a 1732 real token, half token thing, 4-bit silver piece. I thought it was like a lock key that you put into like a drive shaft or something. I threw it in my pouch, put it off as trash, and then cleaned it up. And it turned out to be a coin, so that was pretty cool. I probably have it down there somewhere. Well, alright guys, once again, thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed this. Hope you, see what I got this year. Like I said, there is a lot more. It's just not on the table. Remember, head down, subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff. I love your comments. Keep them coming. Make sure you like the videos. Hit that bell up there, the little bell on the top of the screen. That will notify you when I put out another video. And there are going to be videos throughout the winter, just probably not as frequent. I'm trying to put out as many as I can. But a lot of these projects that I'm working on take a bit of time to get together, and so it takes a bit more time than just going out and digging for an afternoon and then having to piece it all together. Okay guys, take care, and I will see you on the next video. I'm working on another one right after I clean this table up, and we should be in for another video very shortly. Alright guys, see you next time.